Hello everyone. I'm Nimalika and I'm from Curtin University. So how many of you, when coming to this venue, came straight away without asking anybody, without going here and there, without looking at signage? Not me. I went upstairs even, so I met some other people also. So this is very common. People tend to lost inside complex building, more than outside world. And what about situation when our ability to get all these visual clues, which we use in wayfinding? What about people without that support? So they tend to get lost inside buildings more. Finding paths inside buildings, in navigating in complex building, that's something very challenging for vision impaired people. So my work is towards that. And in order to find routes inside building, first we need to have some base maps. So outside we have roads, so this thing, but inside we don't have much. So, not roads, even the paths, the corridors, they are not much. So, what I did was, I wanted to arrive at that last point, the black right-hand side thing, so having indoor paths, so then we can optimize our paths and finding best routes for our community. But for that, I started in the very beginning, so there can be different ways to that. So in my case, I explored different avenues and then end up starting with paper-based maps, because for any complex building, we have at least paper-based maps because construction was done based on this thing. So I started with that, and then I use OSM very much. So OSM is very popular for outdoor mapping, but it has support for indoor mapping as well. So, but you need a little bit of more additional tools. So what I did was I used these paper maps, and then use OpenStreetMap, JSON plugins, and on top of that, I had to use some additional tool because it's not like satellite images, so we had to do georeferencing. And then for indoors, there are a set of additional tags. So in order to get that, I use Indoor Helper. With that, I end up with having some maps, indoor maps. But again, visualizing them itself is not direct, because in OSM, you can see only the ground level. So you can't see, like, say, floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 15. It's different tasks. So for that also, our open source community has developed tools. So I use one of them. Actually, I tried different things, but this one I use for visualization mainly, open level up. So then you can see different floors. But once you visualize, you will see it's not what you exactly wanted. So then I use IDE editor. So then did some correction, and then again, I did more editing using font-based tools. So visiting the field, that is my buildings, and corrected. After doing all these things, so then I have indoor maps. I load them to QGIS, but still I don't have routes. I have rooms, I have corridors, but not routes. So then I had to build a route network. You can see the route network at the corner, but that route network is a little bit complex, because I didn't focus on sighted people who won't just move from one route to another, but for vision impaired people, there are so many other parameters come to the picture. Maybe some people want to walk close to the wall, some people want more lighting, some people, if there's high contrast, their existing vision, even minimum, can be used, or having more landmarks, so many different parameters. So I try to build a network, incorporating that idea to IndoGML standard, because IndoGML is on anyway supporting Indo navigation. On top of that, I developed, again, another extension towards supporting vision impaired people navigation. And with that, that route network contains a lot of information, not just the distance, so many other parameters. Then you can run routing algorithms and get the paths. So then you can see here some results. The middle part, you can see the same building area. That's one of the building in Curtin University. The route network is there. Then you can see how different parameters vary. So for example, distance, or the lighting level, or having visual landmarks, tactile landmarks on different areas, how these things vary. I incorporated that data also to that route network, and then I can run routing algorithms. But I try to use multiple parameters. So you can see in the results, the corner you can see top side with one parameter only. You can see it's quite close roots, but still slightly different because some one following walls, one not likewise. And then the other image you can see multiple parameters, 3 parameters optimized. For that I use actually MATLAB because I wanted to compare these like other information related to that. But you can do that with dumping them to Postgres, and with PG routing also you can do something close to that. So you can see indoor maps in our area. It's not very good. It's very, very tiny pockets of data only. And how you can enhance this? Please contribute. So at least add indoor and level these tags. Whenever you are adding indoor map, just add these two at least, then rendering engines and other tools can identify their indoor maps. Thank you for listening.
Thanks very much.